Hello, good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So another update on the jackfruit, Artocarpus heterophyllus, botanical name for it. So we're in month 2 since the seeds have germinated. So these are 2-month-old. Last month update, I did measure the height of the tallest one out of the two, and this one was then 5 inches tall, and yesterday I actually measured it, and this one measured 9.5 inches. So 9.5 inches, that's 4.5 inches growth in a month. I think that's pretty good, considering when I've grown these in the past, they were very, very slow growing, and then they sort of stalled around the 12-inch mark. So hopefully that won't happen this time, as I am trying to grow them differently. Previously, I used to sort of put them on the sunny windowsill, let the soil dry out between waterings, and that would result in, it would grow but very, very slow, and the leaves would turn brown, fall, I think the previous video, not this time, but 3 years ago, I did do a video on some jackfruit that I'd left outside to fend for themselves. It actually germinated outside in the summer, and then over winter they died back, but they started to grow again. But unfortunately they never made it. It was just the conditions outside were not suitable for these tropical fruiting trees. So the experiment I'm doing is keeping them in under the grow lights, and there's heated propagator here, so they're getting bottom heat, and keeping the moisture level in the pot, which I've recently repotted them into this larger pot, keeping the moisture level up, so not allowing it to entirely dry out. So as soon as I see it starts to get the soil, the compost starts to get a lighter shade, that means it's drying out, I just top it up with water, and there's drainage holes in there so the excess water can drain out. So it seems to be, well, so far so good. This one, yesterday when I was measuring the height of it, I don't know if I mentioned, this is now 9.5 inches tall, and it was 5 inches in the last video. When I was measuring, unfortunately I tore this leaf by accident, and I was surprised to see coming out of the tear, just moments after it happened, there were little beads of white, and that was the latex. And I'd forgotten about that jackfruit, when you cut into the leaf, a bit like figs really, this latex substance oozes out, and I knew that had happened when you cut the fruit from the tree where the stalk is attached. That area will ooze out this latex liquid, but I hadn't been aware that the leaves actually produce the latex as well. So if you tore one, the latex starts to ooze out of the leaf. So that was interesting to see. And in the last video last month, I talked about the bristles on the leaf, and as I was looking at this leaf, I put my hand underneath there, I could feel how rough underneath it was. There's lots of little tiny bristles under there that are not sharp, but I imagine it's maybe part of the plant's defense mechanism against pests, maybe, finding the leaves quite rough to eat. So it protects the plant in a way. I assume that's why it has them. Other than that, what can I say? That the plant is doing very well. So I think the experiment so far so good, and I'll carry on. Maybe do another update in a month or 2 months. You know, if there's not much progress, then I'll probably skip a month. And let's see how it goes. I just wanted to do this update because I noticed as well that it got a little fork, so it's produced this little branch here. So we've got a little fork in the taller jackfruit. The other one, the shorter one, had some issues with the fungal problems down there. If you can see this area here had this fungus on it, so I'd covered it in cinnamon, and that seems to have done the trick. It's dried up, so it's not affected the rest of the plant, and it's producing nice healthy growth. I mean, the leaf on that's pretty big compared to the other leaves. Hopefully the damage on this leaf won't affect this leaf. It's a brand new leaf, and it will continue to grow. So there's the update. If anybody else is growing jackfruit here in the UK, let me know how yours plants are getting on, what kind of compost are you using, and what works for you. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.